Imagine getting married and your husband asking you to quit your job and be a stay-at-home mom or a housewife. What would you do? Well, hello you. Welcome to Bell's Table and Tales. My name is Belle. Today I'm here again, but with a different story, a different lesson to give, and something totally interesting to listen to. Please buckle up, and let's take a listen to this. It promises to be interesting. Essie loved her job, not just because it paid well, but because it felt like hers. It was the one place where her voice mattered, her ideas were heard, and she felt like herself. When she got married, she thought she could have both love and her life. At first, Kwame didn't say much. He smiled when she talked about work, listened when she shared her day. But slowly, something changed. It started with small comments. You're always tired. Work seems more important than home. Do you even have time for this marriage? Gaslighting. Gaslighting. This is what I see. Gaslighting. Essie laughed it off at first, adjusted where she could, tried to balance things better, but the comments didn't stop. They grew. I don't like how your boss talks to you. Why do you need to stay late? A married woman shouldn't be moving like this. Each sentence sounded like concern, but felt like pressure. Essie began to shrink her world, leaving work early, turning down opportunities, saying no when she wanted to say yes. Still, it wasn't enough. I have one question for you. I have one question for you men in general. Just a simple one. Why would a man choose to go in for a career lady, to go in for a working class lady, a lady who is proud of her work, a lady who is building a career? You decide to go in for such a lady, marry her, and then try to sit on her progress, and then tell her to quit her job. And you know this will definitely not make her happy. You know this is going to make her upset. This is going to make her, question everything about herself. This will make her have to choose between her job and her marriage. Yet you will pick a lady like that, marry her, and put her in such a situation. Why this? Why? Why does it have to be so? When we have a whole lot of women out there who would be excited about this arrangement. We have women out there, this is all what they are waiting for. This is their life's purpose. They want to be wives, they want to be mothers, they want to take care of their homes and nothing more, nothing less. And we have others who want to build careers, who want to do much more than just marriage. Yet, you will not consider such women who want what you want. You go for one who has her life, her whole life planned out for herself, and then try to just break her. Try to turn her into something she does not recognize, something that makes you happy. Why that? Why this kind of narrative? Why? It's a genuine question. If you have the answer, drop it in the comment section. I want to learn. I want to know. Let's continue. One night, after another quiet argument, Kwame said it calmly, clearly. I just don't feel comfortable with the kind of job you do. He has dropped the bombshell. He has dropped the bombshell. Essie sat there, silent. Then what do you want me to do? She asked. Kwame didn't hesitate. Leave it. The word landed softly but heavily. Leave it. Everything in her wanted to question it, to push back, to defend the life she had built. Instead, she thought about the marriage, the peace, the idea of being a good wife. So she nodded. A few weeks later, Essie resigned. This is not right. This is not right at all. This is heartbreaking. It breaks my heart for Essie to have to go through something like this. So ladies, let me advise you. In your talking stage, during your talking stage with any man, this should be one of the things you discuss. Ask him, make sure you understand clearly what it is he wants. If he wants to stay at home mom or not. If he wants a housewife or not, if he's comfortable with your work or not. Talk about all this. Make sure both of you reach a conclusion. A conclusion that you can both work with. Don't dwell on only butterflies, love, Cinderella stories. No, don't dwell on only that. Ask the hard questions as a lady. Because when it goes south, you suffer the most in the marriage. After failing to have the discussions, you end up getting into the marriage, and the man is asking you to go against your own self, leave your job, the life you used to know, just to fulfill the life that he wants to live. If it doesn't tally with what you want, if it doesn't make you happy, if you don't see yourself living that kind of life, living that way, don't accept. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let him understand. Let him know that this is an identity you built for yourself and you struggled. You worked hard to achieve that. He shouldn't expect you to just throw it in the gutter just because he married. That just because he married you or just because you married him. No. This is not right. This is not right. Let him understand this, and if he is still adamant, you know what to do. You don't have to lose yourself in the name of marriage. You don't. You don't. Do not lose yourself. Always yourself first. Okay? Choose yourself. Problems you'll be saving yourself from. Okay? So let's look out for ourselves as ladies. Yes. A few weeks later, AC resigned. Her colleagues were shocked. She worked so hard to get here. One of them said, AC smiled. It's for my marriage, she replied. At home, Kwame seemed happier, more relaxed, more present, and for a moment, AC convinced herself she had made the right choice. Until the days became longer, quieter, heavier. The calls stopped, the emails faded. The version of her that once felt alive grew distant. And one afternoon, sitting alone in a house that didn't feel like, AC realized something she hadn't expected. She didn't just leave her job, she left a part of herself. But what she didn't know yet was that this was only the beginning. So this is the part one of AC's story, and I'm sad. I'm sad for AC. I wish AC would have chosen herself. AC would have been stronger, and AC would have stood by herself and made sure that she did not leave her job. Why does she need to leave her job? That is her whole her identity as a person. And when you met her, probably you met her in this job and she was doing well for herself. She looked sharp, she looked wonderful, and how she dressed for work and all that. Probably that is what drew her to you or drew you to her. And then after you get close enough to her to marry her, you tell her to stop, you tell her to leave her work, you tell her to become a different person. Come on, guys. Come on. You can do better. Guys, do better. Do better. But if, as a man, you know that the kind of woman you want is a stay-at-home mom, is a housewife, a homemaker, that is fine. It's fine to want whatever it is you want. But do not go after what it is you want whilst making another person lose themselves. Whilst making another person to sacrifice. No. Go out there, search for who wants what you want. Search wants aligns with your wants. And then you'll make a wonderful home out of this. Now look at Essie. She feels like a totally different person. This is not her. This is not her. The stay at home is killing her. She's becoming a totally different person. And I wonder how Kwame wants to keep up with this. How does Kwame want to make this kind of person happy? How is this marriage going to survive on this kind of arrangement, on this kind of agreement? No. Or what is this whole thing about? I mean, I need you guys to tell me. I have my own suspicion that it's maybe about control, to feel in charge and all that. If the woman is also working, then it's like your authority is challenged and all that. This is what I know, this is what I think. But if it is something else, I mean, drop it in the comment section and defend it. Let me understand. Let me understand. Let it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay? Also remember to engage with this so that YouTube will move this to a larger audience. Thank you very much for gathering around the table with me today. Until next time, my name is Belle, and these are my tales. Bye.